Let's take you straight to that all-important, crucial hearing that has been on in the Supreme Court. The CJI himself listening into a bunch of petitions, and earlier, remember, they had asked for a committee to be set up, a dialogue to begin with the government and the farmers. Moreover, there are some very important points being made in the court. Vaidyanathan with us to take us through all of that. Where they are the all-important point where the Supreme Court perhaps lots of takeaways from this, both from the farmers end and also the government. Please take us through that.
See, this hearing went on for almost an hour, but finally nothing much happened except all these observations. So Chief Justice made it very clear, saying that farmers have a right to protest, but peacefully. But how long can it go on? Farmers are protesting for a cause. That cause will have to be achieved. Further, there will have to be a discussion with the government. But he also proposed a committee, but when he asked the government was not much interested, saying that they had already discussed everything, but the other side is not coming back to them. They are turning their back. And Attorney General also wanted court should issue direction so that farmer unions can come with the government and they can discuss class by class. But what interestingly happened is, except BKU, that Banu, the association, no other associations came before the court. That's the problem. That's why court finally said that the farmers will have to serve with a copy of this petition and they will have to appear in court. In the sense, so nothing much happened. Finally, court said the farmers, after getting their notice, the other unions apart from BKU and also the government and the petition can approach the court during the vacation. So tomorrow is the last day before the winter vacation. So there may be a vacation bench once the case comes up. But interestingly, court also said that there is a right for farmers to protest. At the same time, there is a right for the free movement. So it has to be done. But court said we are sympathetic with the farmers. We understand their problems. But how long can it go on? Government saying that they are ready to discuss. But finally, court has also asked the government, particularly the Attorney General, saying that to facilitate the discussions, will you assure the court saying that you will not implement the law? Attorney General said that you will have to discuss and come back. But immediately, Solicitor General Mr. Tushar Mehta interjected and saying that no, it can't be done. Chief Justice asking Mr. Tushar Mehta, saying that when AG is saying yes, why are you stopping him from saying no? But finally, court said if everything crystallizes, then probably a vacation bench will be hearing. Chief Justice said he may not be there in the bench because he has some sort of function in the Northeast, which is happening for the first time in 40 years. And video link may not be possible because of the internet. So we'll have to wait and see what happens. But the story from the Supreme Court is, court says, yes, farmers can agitate, protest peacefully. There should not be any violence. But how long can it go on? There has to be some sort of solution.
And Vaidya, the all-important point and observation there by the CJI himself, and if you could just clarify that for us. The CJI said that the government should not implement the 3 farm laws, but they've not passed any order to do that either.
Chief Justice didn't say should not implement. He only wanted assurance from the center so that instead of passing some sort of stay order, because laws cannot be stayed initially without hearing all sides. That's what Chief Justice wanted to facilitate the talks between the unions as well as with the government to attain some sort of resolution. He said that can the government assure the court saying that you will not implement the law so that the talks can go on. So initially, AG said that he will discuss with the government and come back to us. That's what I'm saying. Solicitor General Tushar Mehta interrupted saying it can't be done. So Chief Justice again asking Solicitor General, you please be quiet. Since AG is replying, why are you interrupting him?
Right.
Let us see. So this is a point which government will have to come back to the court next week.
Right. Vaidya, one more important clarification. Ambiguity over what exactly this means when Supreme Court tells the farmers that you have the right to protest, but you cannot block the roads. Where does that leave the farmers then? Are we to take or understand this, keeping the Shaheen Bagh judgment in mind, where the prerogative will be left with the local police and administration then?
You see, Chief Justice saying that, right to move traffic, transport, everything, that's one of the rights. He's saying that your right is to protest, but your right cannot curb the rights of others. That's what the Chief Justice was saying. See, if roads are blocked, he in fact asked how many roads are blocked. So they said that one Tikri border and Singlu 2 borders have been blocked. So, and Salve was appearing for one of the petitions saying that the Delhi people are suffering. Then the Chief Justice joking, saying that Salve went a pitch higher because it's not so as if complete Delhi is choked. But he made it very clear saying that farmers, you can agitate, we are sympathetic with you, we understand your issues and problems. But the point is, the rights of others cannot be curtailed. But at the same time, he said, we are not here to stop you agitate. We cannot curtail your right also. That's also, he made it very clear.
Right. But the third very important question, so where does this leave the negotiation moving forward? The Supreme Court had said that a committee should be formed and negotiation should between the government and the farmers. Currently a deadlock on that. Any more details on how this negotiation will take place? Who will be part of this committee?
You see, this proposal came from the Chief Justice, but it didn't attain any finality because the farmers' unions, who are not a party, who didn't come before the court today for argument. So there is no point in forming the committee. That's what Chief Justice made it clear. And he also said that people like Sainath should be the part of the panel. He said independent, impartial members. Government had a little reservation saying that farmers' unions can directly talk to them. So finally, this proposal is yet to attain finality because of the farmers, other farmer unions are not there before the court. So it's still in a limbo.